Hey, it's Whitney from EcoVeganGal.com and welcome back to the What a Vegan Eats channel, in which I share delicious vegan food that I'm eating. And guess what? I'm going to start doing daily vlogs again. Back at it, I'm committed. So I'm going to be sharing what I eat, when I eat it, taking you around with me. I'm going to try to get away from my desk as much as possible because that's where I shoot the overwhelming majority of my videos, but this part of this video at least is going to be at my desk. That's where I'm eating, and I'm not really eating yet. One thing that a lot of people don't know about me, or maybe do know and think it's kind of odd, is that I have very abnormal, unique, perhaps is a better word, hours that I live. Because I work for myself and just am at home at my computer most of the days and don't have much of a schedule, I just stay up as late as I want till whenever I'm exhausted, go to bed, and then usually, unless I have a meeting or something, sleep till whenever I feel like. Now last night I was so charged up, I probably fell asleep around 5 a.m. and I had to get up around 11, so I didn't get a ton of sleep. And I haven't eaten yet. It's 3:45, and this is very typical for me. I wouldn't recommend it, but part of me doesn't know if it's really that bad of a habit to be in. I tend to not eat breakfast. I just drink a lot of water, and then whenever I'm hungry, I eat. So the main meal that I have during the days is dinner, and I feel really satisfied from that. So the first thing I'm having before dinner, though, is usually I'll have like a bunch of snacks. And right now I'm going to have this. This is called Witch's Brew. This is from one of my, well, probably my all-time favorite place called Punchbowl, and it's in Los Feliz. If you're in Los Angeles, if you visit, you must go here. If you love juice, you love smoothies. This is incredible. I got this yesterday, and I forget exactly what's in it, but it has spiced pear cider, noni, and activated charcoal, and I think there's one or two other ingredients. It's really tasty, nice and sweet, so I'm drinking this right now. I'm going to finish the bottle up and then try to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. I'm not sure yet, so stay tuned. I just got back from yoga and I'm really hungry. So I'm having a little snack before my big dinner, which is a Food for Life brown rice tortilla topped with some organic romaine lettuce, tomato, cucumber, some green onions chopped up, and some sauerkraut. Oh my gosh, this is so good. What a great combination. Really basic, but really delicious. And then I'm going to have it in salad form because I didn't have any more tortillas left. Back at my computer, getting some work done, and because I wanted something sweet and I wanted something to kind of boost up my energy after yoga, which was really challenging yoga class. I'm feeling pretty drained in a good way from that. I am having a matcha green tea latte that I made, and this is made with stevia. Well, I don't know why I started with stevia. That's the sweetener. It's made with coconut milk, organic, unsweetened coconut milk, some organic matcha powder, which is a green tea powder, and a few drops of stevia, organic vanilla stevia from Maca Organics. It's my favorite, and it's really delicious. I find that it works really well when I make lattes at home to warm up the milk of my choice just till it starts to get pretty hot, warmish to the touch, and then I put it in the high-speed blender. I use a Blendtec, and I blend that up with the matcha powder, whatever else I'm using, and the sweetener, and it really comes out this kind of frothy consistency. It's really delicious. And matcha green tea lattes are one of my all-time favorites. I'm not a big coffee drinker. It's very rare that I drink coffee. So when I go to a coffee shop or tea shop, I always look for this. And they can get expensive. They can cost like at least $5 or $6 when they're organic. So actually, you know what? Sometimes you can get them for closer to $4, but still, you can make them at home for much cheaper. If you buy a big container of coconut milk, for example, that's usually, I would say, maybe around $3 or $4, and there's probably 8 servings in there, so like 50 cents a serving. And then matcha green tea, I haven't bought in a while because it lasts a really long time. You only need like a teaspoon of it. But I would guess it maybe is about 50 cents a serving, and then a few drops of stevia, maybe like 10 cents. So it's like probably around $1 to make it yourself completely organic. I like to talk a lot about saving money, so I'll be including little sprinkles of the costs of everything. The juice I had earlier was $10, very pricey, but so worth it. I like to splurge on stuff like that, and to me, to buy activated charcoal and noni and get like a really good pear cider would probably cost pretty close and just be kind of a hassle. So every once in a while, I'm willing to spend the money. And actually, I had a meeting yesterday at that juice shop, so it was a tax write-off. So that's one way that I can kind of justify spending money. Oftentimes, I just use it as a tax write-off. So if you're in the food business, if you're creating content or something like I am, remember, food can be a tax write-off. It's pretty awesome. Not to make anybody who's not in the business feel left out, but just saying. And then as far as the meal I just had, which was so filling actually, I'll probably eat something else tonight, but I don't know what it's going to be yet. I might make like a potato. Sometimes I just have sliced potatoes and by themselves, or might put some tomato sauce in them. That sounds really good. And I might go out and get something from the store. But the salad and sandwich combo that I made earlier was probably just a few dollars as well. Those tortillas usually cost around $3 or so about 50 cents a tortilla. And then the lettuce, the tomato, the cucumber, the onion, the sauerkraut. I mean, it'd probably be like $3 or $4, but it was super filling. So all in all, I have spent probably $5 on the drink and the salad and sandwich. And then the juice, I had already had some of it yesterday, so I probably spent like $10 on the food that I ate so far. A little on the pricier side than I normally would, but definitely worth it. And let me know if you want me to continue talking about the prices of food, just to give you an idea. I think that's something I'm so passionate about. If you haven't seen my ebook, Healthy, Organic, Vegan on a Budget, it's all about showing people how easy it is, how delicious this food can be, how good it is for our bodies, and it can be really affordable. For me, spending $10 on really nutritious, high-quality food that makes me feel good, that's inexpensive. I know a lot of people who will spend like $25, $50 on their food every day because they eat out so much and they don't want to make it at home. So I also really want to encourage all of you to make your own food, like the lattes, right? You can save, it's like a fifth of the price sometimes. It's a great way to save money. I'm not sure if this is going to be my last video of the day, but just in case it is, I want to hear from you. What sort of things do you make at home, and what type of savings do you see? And what's your favorite drink to make at home? That's what I want to know. Do you make juices? Do you make lattes? Tell me about it in the comments. Okay, it's mini meal time again. This is how I eat. I'm now having a almost raw oatmeal dish, and this has oats, maca powder, cacao nibs, coconut palm sugar, I think some vanilla powder, and then I poured in some coconut milk into this, which is what makes it not raw, but it wasn't cooked at all. So technically it's raw, but the coconut milk is not raw. And this is based on one of my favorite kind of on-the-go breakfasty type dishes, which is called Vigilant Eats. If you haven't heard of Vigilant Eats before, it's a really delicious what's the word I'm looking for? Like cereal that can be eaten cold or hot, and it comes in these little cups, and it's great for traveling, but it's a little on the expensive side, so I started making it myself. Super easy. The ingredients are still pretty expensive on their own, but I've never quite priced it out. I would imagine that it is less expensive than Vigilant Eats, but I'm not 100% sure. Nonetheless, it's a really great combo, so if you have any of these ingredients hanging out, definitely give this a try.